in this video, we're going to be talking about lead generation specifically for high ticket sales, because just because somebody promises you that they can get you a bunch of leads doesn't mean the leads are of any quality, any good, or even have any money. So if that's something that you are interested in, make sure to stick around until the end, because I'm going to be sharing some stuff as per usual that most marketers and sales coaches do not talk about. Hi, my name is Amanda Abella. Welcome to Make Money Your Honey. On this channel, we talk sales, marketing systems, and mindset so you can simplify your business and amplify your life. So if that's something that you're interested in, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video, live stream, short post, or anything that we do in this community. And as always, I have a free gift for you. So since we're going to be talking about sales in this video, I am giving away one of our top performing sales scripts of all time. People have downloaded this and they've said they've gotten a 53% response rate from leads when they use it. So you can find that sales script below. It's completely free to download. You'll get added to our email list and you'll be the first to know when we have new offers coming out. You'll also get some behind the scenes stuff that nobody else gets. So download that below. Okay, so let's talk about lead generation, but specifically for high ticket sales, because this is an area where people get very tripped up. And actually, I want to thank one of our Persuade to Profit clients, Stephanie Ladoni, for bringing this up. We actually just did an interview with Stephanie. You can go check out her entire experience in Persuade to Profit, the transformation she's had, the results she's starting to get in her business. But she brought up something really interesting in that video, which is that I hadn't thought of before, to be honest. So thank you, Stephanie, if you're watching. And that is that in Persuade to Profit, we don't just teach you how to attract any kind of lead. Anybody can do that. We're teaching you how to attract high quality leads, meaning people who can actually pay you. So we're going to be talking about how to do lead generation for those people, because the last thing that I want you guys doing is spending thousands upon thousands of dollars on digital marketing, Facebook agencies, people who can promise you a ton of leads, and then the leads are essentially duds. Now, I know that in the sales space, there is usually, particularly sales trainers will oftentimes say something like, hey, stop blaming the leads. The problem is not the leads, the problem is you. That is sometimes true, okay? That is sometimes true. Sometimes there is a lack of skill set on the part of the business owner or on the part of the salesperson, which we cover that in Persuade to Profit, by the way. So you get a 2-for-1 in Persuade to Profit in that regard. But sometimes the leads just suck. I've talked about this before. Sometimes you're off with the product market fit. Sometimes the messaging isn't attracting the right clientele. So as much as I agree with that sentiment that a lot of sales trainers talk about, not to blame the leads, sometimes the leads just suck. Sometimes the business owners are right and the leads just suck. So how do you attract leads that don't suck? Let's get started. As per usual, we always start with the end in mind. So whether our clients join us in Persuade to Profit, or now we actually have a program where you can get all of our trainings together. So Persuade to Profit, Effortless Sales Engine, all the mindset trainings, we have that available now. And we do have some early bird pricing available for the first 10 people who sign up. If you're interested in that, shoot an email to support@amandaabella.com, or there might be a link below already by the time we get this video out. Anyway, point being, it doesn't matter what program you join us in, we are always starting with the end in mind. And when it comes to attracting high ticket clients and attracting high ticket leads and doing lead generation for high ticket clients, we have to start with who is this client and what is the offer. Now, this is where people usually bungle it. This is the first place where they bungle it. They start going into all of the marketing stuff and the reels and the TikToks and the this and the that, but they haven't really nailed down this offer and what problem it solves for a high quality lead. So that's the first thing we have to determine is like, okay, can we define what a high quality lead is for your business? Obviously, they need to have the money to pay you. Preferably, there needs to be an urgency there to move quickly. But I also want you to think about, okay, well, what kinds of mindsets and characteristics do I want them to have? What kind of an attitude do I want them to have? A lot of people do not think about this, and then because they don't think about this, they will take anybody with a pulse and a credit card and That's not what you want to do at all. That's how you actually get into a lot of trouble. So I would actually venture, to say, okay, well, what do they have money? They have urgency, but what kind of a character do I want these clients to have in order for them to come into my business and my orbit? And again, very important that you do that. Most people don't because they're too busy chasing money, and then they end up in situations where they hate all their clients, and we don't want to do that. Or maybe they attract clients that have a lot of money but have a piss poor attitude. We don't want that either. We want high quality people. We want high quality leads. So what kind of characteristics? And here's the part a lot of sales trainers or marketers won't tell you. Now you got to become that person, right? So this is the internal work that needs to be done. If you want to attract high ticket leads, you need to be a high ticket person. So what might that look like? What do those qualities look like? Maybe it means you invest quickly. Maybe it means you're a really good problem solver. This is why a lot of people say, especially if you're going from 6 to 7 figures, it's a lot of personal development and mindset work, because it's a different kind of person. It's a different kind of way of operating in the world. And some of you are trying to get Chanel clients, but you act like Kmart. Nothing wrong with Kmart, right? But the way that you're presenting yourself is not going to be attracting the Chanel clients that you are looking for. And you have to make that decision. If you want the Chanel clients, then you need to start acting like a Chanel brand and like a Chanel person. They will be more naturally attracted to you. And this is the stuff behind the scenes that people do not see, okay? And I think there's a revolt going on online right now with a lot of high ticket coaches that in front of the scenes, they look like one thing, but behind the scenes, it's a completely different story, and people are starting to catch on to that. So what I'm telling you is that you have to be in alignment and you have to be congruent. So if you want to attract this kind of person, if you want to attract this kind of lead, how can you start acting like that kind of a person and that kind of a lead? Like I said, that's the behind the scenes work that nobody sees, that is just as important as all the stuff you do in front of the scenes. Okay, so then let's move into, how to actually attract them with your offers and messaging. So number one, when it comes to the offers, you need to make sure that the offer has a few elements in it. So remember, usually a high ticket client is looking for something that solves a problem quickly, has some sort of a process, and also has some sort of a transformation in it. Why? Because typically high ticket leads have more money than time. So the problem that we're solving is getting things resolved quickly, because that's the big problem. The problem isn't necessarily that they're trying to make more money. In our case, for example, with Effortless Sales Engine, the problem isn't necessarily that they're trying to make more money. Yes, they want to make more money, but they don't. But the problem that they're running into is that they're the bottlenecks in their business and they're working too freaking hard. So the real problem that they're trying to solve is getting their time back. And when they get their time back, they can either make more money if they want to, go travel in their 5-wheeler if they want to, go spend time with their grandkids if they want to, and the business doesn't have to stop. So that's what I mean, right? That's a different kind of clientele with a different kind of problem. So you have to determine, okay, what are the specific problems that I solve for a high ticket clientele? And here's a mistake that a lot of people make. They think that because they are trying to attract high ticket leads and do lead generation for high ticket leads, that they're going to have to work 10 or 20 times as hard in order to actually get that lead. The truth is, right, it doesn't take that much time, energy, or effort to attract high ticket clients. I will give you an example. I was coaching someone recently. They wanted to start working with 7-figure clients. And because they'd had a lot of bad experiences in the past with business owners who, quite frankly, were not serious about running businesses, or had bad attitudes or bad characters, which is why I said get clear on the kind of character that you want in your clients, they were afraid to go after a higher level clientele because they thought it was going to be more of the same, but on a bigger level. In addition to that, they were like, okay, well, who am I to actually reach out to these people? Where do these people even hang out? And I said to them, I'm sure you're probably already connected to them on LinkedIn. Positive. Y'all, I'm not even kidding. 10 messages in, maybe less, and they are already negotiating a 6-figure deal. And there's way more where that came from because we are just getting started. So don't let your past hangups get in the way. Definitely don't think that it needs to take that much work or effort. Like I said, it was 10 messages in, and they were already attracting the kind of client that they wanted. Now, the message was really, really good. And if you guys want a sample of what that message looks like, make sure to download that free sales script below, and you'll get an example of what these kinds of messages look like. So offer matters, right? Because we got to start with the end in mind, as I said. And from your offer, and once you figure that out, then you're going to know what to do with all your marketing. You're going to have all the messaging pieces that you actually need, but we got to get clear on what big problem we're solving first. What's the big transformation that we're solving? And what's the tactical problem that we're solving? What does that process look like? And then in your messaging, and I've talked about this before, don't dumb it down. If you want to do lead generation for high ticket clients, the last thing you want to do is dumb down your messaging, because these are not dumb people. These are not people that you need to dumb down messaging for. They're usually very intelligent buyers. By the time they talk to you, they've probably already done a lot of research. They've probably already looked you up before they even got on the phone with you. So do not dumb down your message, and make sure that you are speaking to the higher level problems that these people are experiencing. All right, guys, so that's how you do lead generation for high ticket clients. I'll add in a bonus here. I don't think this is absolutely necessary. So for example, we have a lot of high ticket clients that come to us on an inbound basis. However, I will tell you from 15 years of sales experience that typically when you're dealing with a clientele that has more money than time, they may not necessarily be going through your funnel. They might be looking at all your videos and lurking on them and researching you and, getting a feel for you and all that stuff, but they're probably not going through your funnel because they don't have the time. That's what I want to get at. So it might behoove you to learn how to be a bit more proactive in your sales strategy, and you learning how to get in front of more of these people rather than waiting for them to come to you. And sales strategy is something that we've been teaching since 2017. And like I said, you can get started with that free script below if you actually want to join one of our programs, whether you need the sales help or you need the automations help or you need the mindset help. You can find all the information for that below as well. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Make sure to share it with a friend and leave a comment below, and I will catch you guys on the next one.